Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. As you can see, we've just managed to get hold of Hergbrash's binding, which was one of the pieces that we desperately needed for our end game equipment. Previously we were using 3 bits of Talrash's set, the belt, the offhand and the chest, so that we would have meteors dropping down and the benefit of the 4-piece set. Arcane, cold, fire and lightning attacks, all increasing my resistances. So we're sacrificing the 4-piece bonus, and we could swap out the amulet potentially. But by changing over to this, if I just demonstrate, we're on 151 arcane power, and it is not going down at all. This is costing us absolutely nothing, and this is pretty wonderful for us. This is going to stop us having the dead times where we're waiting for stuff to... we're waiting for the arcane power to regenerate. In fact, even if I spend arcane power, you can see it climbing slowly back up there. So that is pretty good all in all. While I was off camera, I'm up to Paragon level 335, and we found Crim's buff belt, which is really good. That's going to allow us to run faster when we're trying for the speed run. We found the Warschean arm guards, again, more speed for the speed run. And we got the Wreath of Lightning up to rank 25, which will also give us potentially more speed. We're not going to do the speed run at the moment. We're going to carry on with our current gem leveling, which is the Bane of the Trapped. It's up to rank 24, so we're going to run a regular rift, get a keystone, see how the arcane power is playing out for us, and then potentially get it up to rank 25. Already this is feeling much better. My kill speed's not going to be increased by this belt, but just, my damage specifically isn't going to be increased, but being able to just plow on through stuff and not worry about running out of arcane power is very, very welcome. So the next pieces that we need to get hold of, the Aquila Cuirass. That's going to give us constant damage reduction because we're now going to be pretty much permanently at this full arcane power level. I think it's only when we're actually refreshing the various mods that we've got on, the various buffs that we've got on, that will actually go down below the 90% limit. Paragon 336, another very welcome thing. And the damage reduction of that is quite extreme. Also, we need to start gambling for braces because we need those ancient Parthian defenders. So that everything that we're hitting with the wonderful Frost Novas, if I get into melee combat just like that, will then increase our damage reduction even further. And of course, we're still waiting for Chandosso's wand. That was a little bit dangerous. / stupid. I could have teleported out of there, but I wasn't paying attention. Too busy talking, nattering on as I often do. Still, not to worry because we are not particularly in danger. We do have the Firebird's extra life in addition, and this build is now set up so that it should be pretty hard for me to actually get myself killed. I'd need to be completely AFK or maybe even disconnected, and even then I might survive long enough for it to just auto-log me out if a disconnection happened.
Still waiting.
We can but hope. I think that would be the ultimate test, running into a pack of mobs and then just trying to do the quick game. Although we're not going to try that anytime soon. Maybe like the last thing we do before the season ends. Do it in the middle of a Malfield fight just to, stick the finger to him one last time. Just at the edge of the range of that flamethrower. There's some pretty cool items that I found this season. Very unique effects such as taking fire damage restores your primary resource, spawning extra health globes restore primary resources, reduce cooldowns, healing wells reduce cooldowns. There's a lot of variety that they've been introducing. Some of it, you start thinking maybe you could make a build around it, but at the moment I'm sticking to the classics. Introducing the whole idea of Frost Nova and putting a mage in the middle of damage is very new for me, so one step at a time, as they say.
Dare attack me?
I will eventually try the whole Reinhardt piercing Ray of Frost build. If I find Reinhardt this season, I desperately want to give it a go. Although as far as the actual drops go, obviously Chandotto's wand is by far the most important at the moment. Channeling Pylon. Awesome. For gems, I did think about going for Teguk rather than the Bane of the Trapped. The only downside with that is you need to stop every couple of seconds like this, just to make sure that it doesn't actually take off, because it only lasts for 3 seconds, and when you're really trying to make progress, especially once we get to Chandottos and I'm using Archon for him, I don't want to be stopping all the time. I want to be... back up a little bit. I want to be pushing through things and just exploding at them, and that's where I want the damage to be being done. I don't want it to be a case of having to stop and reapply these things. It'd be really good for something like a Whirlwind Barbarian, where you're using Whirlwind itself to move, or maybe a Strafe Demon Hunter. I could see that being very beneficial, but for this particular build, not so much. If only there was a rune for Energy Twister that turned you into an Energy Twister. Now that would be quite fun. Yeah, call that a Whirlwind. So we're about halfway through the rift, not going too badly. It almost feels like I could move up to the next Torment level now that I've got that. Certainly I'm a lot more used to this playstyle now that I've run through some rifts off camera. I've got a real feel for what works, what doesn't work, and what's a very bad idea. And it's kind of nice having Tawash's set providing a little bit of a little bit of benefit. Obviously, it's not the primary killing force of this build, but every little bit of extra damage is welcome, and that would have just been dead space otherwise. Okay. Of course, if we move up to the next difficulty, then everything's going to have a ton more health, and general clearance speed will be drastically reduced. But when we get in big sets like that, where there's elite mobs, killing speed goes up so quickly, just from the extra burning damage percentage. I really can't wait until I'm exploding at things. And just because once I've built up the Chandotto stacks, each stack adds another 350% weapon damage. I do that 10 times. All of a sudden, I'm now actually setting everything on fire just by walking near it, and that increases the damage of everything. 25% per mob that gets set on fire very quickly adds up.
I am so good, I astound myself.
Ooh. I'll have that. I was just thinking, you know, open a chest just on the off chance. There's not normally that much in there. But I'll never say no to a unique. That's another Forgotten Soul for re-rolling stuff. Speaking of re-rolling, I did a little bit of re-rolling on the belt itself. I forget the mod that it was that I re-rolled. I think it was something useless, like well, I say useless. Something relatively weak, like damage per, sorry, life per kill. So I re-rolled that into just plain plus percentage life for me, which is which is good. I mean, that improves my shield from deflection. That improves just my general survivability. It's all good. And because it's an ancient one, I don't feel the need to swap it out at some point in the future. We can use it for the attempted the thrill run as well, which would be very, very welcome, being able to use disintegrate as an option, especially given one of the ancient offhands that I've got allows disintegrate to cast another arcane spender, so I could set that up quite nicely as a little bit of a synergy.
Need more time. Your defenses are nothing.
Burn. Run through it. Oop. Didn't run through it particularly well because of the fence, but the thought was there. Yeah, we'll grab the death trap. So yeah, I think the next bit that I'm going to try and go for is going to be the braces. It's either going to be the braces or the chest piece, but if I go for the chest piece, there's a lot of chest pieces that I could end up finding. And I just get the feeling it's going to take me longer to find a good one. Certainly longer to find the actual one that I need. Whereas the braces more likely to get an immediate benefit from that. So that's what we'll be gambling for. We'll still be doing the transmutation upgrades using Death's Breath for the wand.
Need more time.
I think it's something like a 13% chance it's supposed to be, and I've gone through a hell of a lot of wands already. So not saying that statistics work in a way where it adds up, but I feel overdue for one.
Not ready yet.
There's no tumbler system working in this game. It's just a matter of patience and keep gambling until you get what you want.
Warming up.
This and a friendly hand of poker, probably the only forms of gambling that I actually advocate. Anything else, you're just asking to throw your money away. Well, unless you see it as just spending money for entertainment's sake. Some people do that.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Okay. Burn. 546 million was in there somewhere. Very inconsistent in the amounts that it says. Ooh, set shoulders. Oh, that reminds me, I've got some other items to show you when we get back to town. Ooh, they're new. Let me just close this rift off very quickly. Thank you, Auric. Okay, back to the stash. So, we'd obviously found Veer's pants. We found more Veer's pants earlier today. And also, ancient pauldrons and gauntlets. So Veer's set, we've already got 2 pieces of it ancient. That's pretty damn awesome. Tower Rushers, we found 2 amulets today. So we're probably going to switch one of those using the re-roll recipe at some point. And likewise with these extra trousers that we found just the other day. That's the only reason we're saving them, because it's easy to transmute them. Now, what did we get? Dashing Pauldrons of Despair. Okay. They're very new. I am massively running out of space. So this is needed. This is needed. This is also sort of needed. There's knowing where to put things, really. Okay, let's put Focus and Restraint up here, because I'm unlikely to use them anytime soon. And Delce's shoulders can come down here. Now, what was this? Flesh Terror. Well, it sounds awesome. It's not actually that brilliant for what we need, so let's salvage it all up. You're good, but you're not good enough. Those bits off. Sign the Paragon Point, and we are going to jump into the Greater Rift. Yeah, why not? We'll spend the last batch of our money on this.
Are you strong enough to survive?
Kill the Rift Guardian's minions. Well, I was always one for following instructions, so here we go. I wish I could do this while moving. Another thing that we need to find at some point is the Mantle of Channeling, but backing up. But we don't need to do that urgently, because we've got quite good. Let's just use a healing potion. Quite good killing capabilities at the moment. Really not a fan of those long-range attacking. Jesus, that's a lot of damage. We're okay. We are absolutely fine.
Not ready yet.
There, a worthy foe.
Alright. Now I feel like we're actually getting somewhere. Get a black hole on these guys, stop them throwing stuff at me. Set you on fire. Set you on fire. Set you on fire. Everyone gets to be set on fire. Except me. I get frozen.
What a monstrous creature.
Much better. Okay, now we've dealt with the initial hell that was going on. What have we got coming up? Shield pile. I would say we don't need it, but after the stepping into the rift, I will certainly take it. I did think about starting running these rifts with not St. Archie's Gauge on, but instead the Nemesis braces. But I think we'll probably hold off on that until we get the Ancient Guardian Defenders, because I desperately need more survivability. Or the Aquila Cuirass. One of them, anything that improves my toughness will be very well. Ooh, tiny bit of lag there. Black hole, you guys. I've gone back to the Spell Steel black hole rather than the lightning-based supermassive one. I'm flipping between them at the moment. I'm not particularly enamoured with either of them more than the other. I really hate those fast attacking, can't get frozen melee strikes from the ground like that. Yeah, I'm not sold on either one better than the other, but I do like having them full stop. This obviously does a little bit more damage, which is always good. The other one pulls more people in, and it naturally does more damage itself. It's just conceptually, on the percentage-wise, it's not going to make that huge difference. Because most of our endgame damage is going to be done by setting everything on fire.
Still waiting. I'm just warming up.
Oh, damn shielded things. Turn off your shield. Turn off your fire chains. God damn it. Turn off your shield and your fire chains.
Not ready yet.
There we go. And of course, the bane of the traps, with us charging into the middle of combat with everything, it's going to just be causing more damage to everything, and then applying that slow aura to anything that doesn't get frozen. So, it's a good one for us to be having. It's nice and consistent as well. It doesn't rely on us killing elite attacks, it doesn't rely on, well, anything beyond us just being near stuff, which is what the build is based around.
Your grave awaits.
Yeah, I see you doing your little ground grab thing. There we go. Push that up just enough for me to get through. Somewhat violent. Always a welcome thing. Alright, charging through the masses. Get a black hole on them. Get flaming on these guys. I'm glad that was the frozen symbol and not the you just accidentally killed yourself symbol. That would have been slightly embarrassing. So how are we doing? Not too bad, probably about 80%, 76. Not far off, but obviously want to push forward. And since we've got that belt, we don't have any downtime because of waiting for our own power, and
need more time.
That is such a big relief.
Some of these.
Still waiting.
Okay, so next immediate plans for this build. Obviously, we're pushing to get the wand as quickly as we can. As soon as we get the wand, we're going to try and master the Firebird's Finally Set dungeon. If we don't get the wand before we get more pieces of the Delcere's Magnum Opus, we might try for that dungeon first. So the next video you see with my wizard might actually be us running one or other of the set dungeons. Of course, if we don't get any for a while, then it could just be more of us gathering materials and stuff. We've done a lot of bounties as well. We've queued up a lot more of those into a lot more of the uniques that we were storing, which is why we've got a bit more space in our main area.
Your grave awaits.
But there's always more to do, and I think mostly it's jewelry items that we've got left in there at the moment, which are not the most space efficient for cubing and getting space back. I've been focusing on things like the wands, the helmets, the braces, the shoulders.
Not ready yet.
The sources, definitely the sources. I mean, there's loads of sources.
The Rift Guardian has come.
Okay, you ready? Here we go, Cold Snap. Hey, wait, you're on the wrong side. Stand there and let me burn you. Yeah, you can hit me if you want. You can even freeze me a bit if you want.
You have triumphed.
Set boots, set source. Okay, and a unique dagger. So that's Firebirds, that's Tau Rashers. And that's the barber. Basically, we just got our entire bottom row. Okay, we're going to upgrade Bane of the Trapped. Oh, thank God for that. Well, that was worth 7 million by itself. I mean, geez. It's up to rank 25. Perfect. So now that we should have that aura that affects everything nearby. And that's exactly what we wanted. Let's assign this Paragon Point. In fact, we don't need maximum arcane power anymore. So let's reassign these. We don't need it. It could be nice to give us a little bit of a buffer, but those points are probably better spent at the moment. Let's do 2015. 5, 7, 3, 9, 5, 8. Yeah, it says 10,000. And our damage has gone up a little bit as well, which is definitely good. Let's see what these bits and bobs are like that we've just picked up.
Your trunk.
Close that off, and Book of Cain. We've got a ton of blood shards, so I think we'll start on... Nope. Nope. And no. Alright, let's have a look at the actual abilities. Interestingly, this one doesn't come with move speed on it. I thought that was guaranteed. Okay, so the intelligence is better, the vitality is worse. Got armor on it. As opposed to resist or... yeah, just generally it's not quite as good. How about this? Better damage. Better intelligence. It's got vitality on it. Better critical hit chance. Cooldown of skills. We don't get arcane power back, but we don't need that. I actually really like this. So yeah, we're going to change over to this. Doink. And definitely no. So this goes in here, ready to be swapped out for a different part if we need it. And these two can be salvaged. Okay, on to wrists.
Let's see what happens, shall we?
Fingers crossed, we've got a lot to get through.
Don't forget,
No.
luck always changes.
No. No.
What a
No.
steal.
No. 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 No.
Do come back again. Don't forget, luck always changes. See you soon.
No. Well, we got one thing out of that, but that really wasn't worth it. Let's salvage these all up. Kadala has been quite kind to us across the course of the day, so I shouldn't really complain too much. Especially given the belt itself actually came from Kadala, from one of the last runs that I did. So today's been a good day. Alright, let me just drop these off. So that's where we are at the moment. We are going to be trying to swap out our wrists probably for the next couple of runs. But we've got each of our gems up to rank 25. We're prepared for the speed run that's going to be coming at some point. And generally, I think we're doing pretty well. Right, I'm going to finish this episode there. Thank you very much for watching. Join me again soon for more Diablo 3.